Hola, friends. This is Jessica. Just doing another video diary, checking in. Today is April the 2nd, so it is Thursday. So in the past few days, we found out that the stay-at-home order for our state, which is Colorado, has been extended to the end of the month, so that would be April the 30th. Kids will be starting online school next Tuesday, tentatively. That is April the 7th. Praise be and praise to the Lord that I am still working. Our business is still open. We are still able to pay for rent and gas and the essentials that we need. Decided today that beyond the essentials, we're not going to be spending any money on pretty much anything. The kids right now aren't going to school and don't see their friends, so no need for new shoes or anything like that. Just trying to keep expenses low so we can make sure we have enough food, enough of the essentials. So yesterday, I had my first therapy session over the phone, which was new because obviously when you go to therapy, you go to speak to your therapist and learn techniques. You're able to get out, go out into the world. I particularly am in EMDR. And so yesterday was different. Yesterday was a lot of just talking, reassuring. All of us are in this space where we don't know what's going to happen next. So I was getting some helpful tips from my therapist to control my anxiety, control my fears, control my emotions better in this situation. So that was helpful. Today, my oldest son had his first Zoom session with his therapist. And also yesterday, my youngest had his session with his therapist. Are they beneficial? Yes. Currently at this time, extremely. Because even though I can't physically go to their office, talking to somebody that knows something about me that can help me and give me guidance is amazing and great. For my kids to have these outlets right now is awesome, and they've already been established. So it's not like they're having to build new relationships. They already have relationships. So that also gives them another person to just talk to, even about their fears. Can, still progressively working on what they were working on previous to this. So that's great. We are definitely establishing more of a routine with the kids, myself and my boyfriend, making sure chores are done correctly. Today was kind of a lazy day for them. It snowed here, and kind of sad for the snow because can't go outside, can't go for a walk or a run. It's cold. Also kind of happy because it forces people to stay inside if they have to, because it is freezing. So slowing the spread. Went out yesterday afternoon before it started getting really cold, and was able to do some stretches and yoga positions and definitely putting fitness on the map for me on a daily basis, making sure to at least get in 30 minutes to an hour of, right now, just stretching, basic cardio, to keep myself moving, keep myself motivated. It also gets me out of the house by myself. It's an activity I can do by myself, so it also does bring me some quietness and some peace. So now that we have time home alone with the boys, it is very apparent that they lack some basic life skills that I have, unfortunately, not really addressed in the past, because there's only one me, and I get frustrated and not have them, I just take over a project or a chore. Now that myself and my boyfriend are home and I have a partner, we have discussed about making sure the kids have these basic things down in life. This includes washing dishes, how to wash dishes properly and not waste a whole bunch of water. 2, making sure they know how to put away food. My kids do not know how to put away food. 3, basic organization skills of a refrigerator and kitchen. There are other things as well where if they don't do it correctly, I just get frustrated and do it myself. And we're definitely not trying to continue that behavior. And since they've got all day now, they've got time to practice. So if they don't do it right the first time, or the second, or the third, we've got all day. So we're going to hone in on that. Also, working on myself as far as expressing emotion. If I'm tired, upset, unhappy, frustrated with the kids, making sure that goes to the correct place instead of me pissing off my partner, which is not fun. I mean, it's not fun normally, but it's definitely not a cool situation because you can't go anywhere. You can't get pissed off and leave. Where are you going to go? I mean, unless we go for a drive, but then at that point, you're wasting gas. And yeah, gas prices are low right now, but still can't afford to waste anything. So today kind of was an off day. The kids slept in, Sam slept in. I worked. They woke up this later in the afternoon, around noon, because it was cold, which was good because they need to rest, but I'm exhausted. Even though we're not doing a whole bunch of anything, being present in the moment with my kids for the first time in a very long time, and having a partner to help for the first time in a very long time is exhausting. Not because he's exhausting, but because now I get to parent correctly. And sometimes that gets frustrating. But we're going to do it. And we're hoping that at the end of all of this, the kids have gained some better routines as far as their chores and their schedule, but better life skills in general. So we'll be working on like how to make a meal, what are quick and easy meals to make, what's protein, how to they need to learn how to portion control their food. I usually serve them, and that's just because I can portion control them, but they need to learn on their own So when they're not with me, they're not gorging out on stuff. We're rationing, not really rationing, but making sure that they understand that they can't drink 3 16-ounce bottles of flavored water a day. Like those little pouches from the water. Yeah, my kids go through those like crazy. Still, they're drinking the water and good, but at the same time, not good because it's a lot of sugar. And besides even sugar, because I get sugar free, there's other stuff in there, dyes and things like that. Make sure that they're getting what they need and they're not using everything. My kids are very used to stuff being easily accessible, being able to go to a corner store, go across the street to the store. Can't do that now. Also, we are being very frugal as of today with our funds. I'm hoping, as far as employments, I'm going to be okay through all of this, and our family will be okay through all of this. But everything is kind of day to day. The climate is day to day. The updates on the news day to day. Today I did watch the news, and I was pretty nauseated and got pretty anxious, just scaring the crap out of myself again, because what they're sharing, what people share online, don't do this, don't do that. Definitely just trying to put things into perspective. When I watch the news, I watch a specific news station just for updates. Things that are helpful, what we can do. So what I've learned today, wash your hands. Wash your hands, wash your hands, wash your body, wash your hands, stay clean. If you can't wash your hands, carry antibacterial hand soap with you. Don't touch your face, don't touch your eyes. Just stay clean. Wearing a face mask is not going to help. It helps when you are sick for you not to transmit your germs. It definitely does not help. Inhaling. I mean, yeah, there are no face masks available as of now, unless I order on Amazon and wait for them to come, or even order online. But we do have bandanas, and we do have masks that we use, like for the snow, that can pull up, and if we have to and that makes us more comfortable, we definitely can go out that way, just to make ourselves more comfortable, because it is very anxiety riddening. Tuesday I had to go out and run an errand and stopped to get some essentials. Came home, and today found out that we ran out of oil. After watching the news, I did not want to go out at all. I automatically kind of got super anxious, got sick. Thankfully my boyfriend was here, and he was like, "You know I can go, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do. Can you?" And he did. Him and my sons went quickly, came back with a couple other things that we needed. But definitely will be making a list, because we will not be making any unnecessary trips if we don't have to. Just because we want to make sure these kids stay healthy and we both stay healthy. It is a blessing that my boyfriend is here for the first week of my kid's early spring break, he was not. And it was extremely, just very anxiety ridden. So my kids were home for a full week before the stay-at-home order was put in place. School was out, and so I was alone working with both kids, running the store. And that at that point in time, that's when the grocery stores were getting bare. So having to go to 3 different stores was the one time I went out. Just thinking and realizing if anything happens to me, these boys, these kids, my kids are 12 and 14, they're still kids. They're going to be by themselves. The cooking and cleaning thing I wasn't worried about. It was they can't take care of me and they will need somebody to care for them. And how massively of a big job it would be for them to even think about if mom got sick. It's a reality. I'm a single parent. In this climate, it's a big reality, and it's a scary one of thinking if one of them gets sick, I can handle it. If I get sick, they can't take care of me, and who am I going to call for them to go with? Because we have family members that are older, have underlying illnesses, family members that have young children. That decision would be hard because their dad has chosen not to take them during this time. So having my boyfriend here is a blessing, and please understand, as a single parent, I do understand where you're coming from. Because normally it is me alone, and for the first week of this, it was me alone, and even now, when one of us has to go out, it's kind of nerve-wracking and scary, making sure that they're going to come back okay. So, things that are helpful: praying, still listening to music, having family movie night, journaling, which was big yesterday for me, making our appointments or Zoom sessions, yoga, going outside, breathing air, being grateful in the small things of every single day. Yes, my kids drive me nuts, but they're here and they're healthy. Yes, they frustrate me, but they're here and they're healthy. I woke up today. I went to work today. I put dinner on the table, breakfast, lunch, and dinner on the table today. So, with that being said, I do have to go because my video is going to cut out. So, we will send you another update soon, and hopefully it will have better good news. Oh, and my youngest decided to shave off his eyebrows to match his shaved head, because this is what children do. Trying to find humor in small lights of happiness and fun through the situation. So, talk to you guys later. Have a good night. It's Jessica out from Colorado.